What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, I want to show you a very similar scenario that happened to BTC right over here. Maybe it's happening here, as you can see on this chart. Okay, I'm going to show you why BTC might be hitting $51,000, $52,000 in the next couple of days before we have a severe correction. We'll be taking a look at BTC on the 4-hourly chart so we can see these important levels that I want to show you in today's episode. We also take a look at Ethereum because Ethereum is technically looking a little bit bullish, creating these higher lows and just getting a massive resistance round about the $3,300 area. I'm going to show you also the different levels that we need to look at for potential breakouts. And guys, remember, Phemex has still got this bonus going, $2,500 by using my link in the description. There's only 6 days left to claim this bonus, or depending on what you deposit, you can get up to $2,500 by using my link. Said this, let's dive in straight into the video. Hello there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily TA on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. I also do live streams to connect with the community. Not financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything that I say. Let's dive in. Now, guys, what I want to show you today is this insane fractal that happened for BTC on the 4-hourly chart, okay, between February and April, as you can see. Let me just zoom in here because I've done the exact same here for BTC. I'm just going to show you these resistance lines, okay, created from these higher highs and the support level from these higher lows, right? As you can see, we did create kind of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, and then the 5th wave here was kind of getting exhausted, breaking all-time highs slightly right over here, and then, this support range got lost, as you can see on the chart. Now, zooming in on the 4-hourly, okay, just to be pretty clear, we created this descending channel or descending broadening wedge. There's more of a channel in this case, and as you can see, we did break to the upside. Okay, the measured move is getting the width of the channel. We always say this, and from the breakout, you can see that we exactly met the target here, just below $65,000. Now, when we saw the breakout, we came all the way back down, okay, and retested the resistance as support. Okay, it's super important because this can trick you, right? That we are going to come to lower levels. We have a nice round top, okay, we are going to drop, and then we have the last pump, okay, before having that severe correction. Now, let me just zoom in here on the price of BTC because this has happened in a less time frame, okay? This is about a month and 10 days approximately. And this is around about 3 months, okay, as you can see this fractal over here. So it's in less time, but it is a very, very similar movement. Let me just show you here, all right? We did have this channel here created from a couple of weeks ago, all right? We do see the support and resistance bouncing here from these higher lows, higher highs. And now what has happened, okay, breaking all-time highs, as you can see over here. We slightly broke this one over here, as you can see. So we do know that we are getting bearish divergence on the daily. So if we zoom in, this is the channel that I was just talking about, okay, that was created in April. As you can see right over here, we do have the resistance points, as you can see, and the lower lows here creating this descending channel. We currently broke out of it, but we are slightly going to the downside, but we are getting supported very, very nicely from the resistance, as you can see on the chart, okay, turning it into support. Does this mean it is going to hold nicely? We could come as low as $47,000 in the next coming hours before having that severe bounce, okay, and reaching the target of this descending channel breakout. If we take the width of the channel and from the breakout, as you can see right over here, this could take, okay, the BTC price all the way above the $51,000. So this means that we are potentially going to have, that leg up hitting this range, meeting the target before we have that severe correction. Okay, if we zoom out on the chart, the scenario is very, very similar. As you can see right over here, we might be bouncing from there and having that last leg up before we have the severe correction, guys. This is something to pay attention because people are going to be shorting a lot right now. They're going to have their stop losses around $51,000, $52,000, thinking that the market won't have that last leg up before we have the severe correction. Just like what happened over here, we saw massive bearish divergence on the daily, and the same here, we're seeing some bearish divergence. So what the market, what the professionals want to do in a distribution phase is make you think that we are going to go to higher levels. So there is a high chance that we are going to hit that $52,000, just like we did here, just breaking all-time highs before $65,000, and everybody's going to be extremely bullish, and this is when we are going to have that severe correction in the next coming days. So guys, this is a very interesting fractal that is happening right now for BTC. Will this happen or not? Are we going to see that $52,000 before we have that severe correction? Because also guys, you know, I want to show you that basically the $51,000 range is the golden pocket here from the all-time high all the way down here to the $30,000. So we still haven't technically hit, you know, the golden pocket ratio, which is just about the $51,000. We might see that last leg up, okay, like I mentioned before, seeing the correction. Remember guys, for experienced traders, Phemex has got an insane bonus of $2,000, but if you use my link in the description, you can get up to $2,500. There's only 6 days left to claim this bonus. Now let's take a look at BTC on the 1 hourly chart, because you know, we did clearly see, you know, zooming in, this is what I had on the chart. We had this channel that we've been talking now for weeks. Now we did dip below, come back in, now below again, and now we are potentially going to retest here the support, turning it into resistance, okay, before we have the severe drop, okay. One of my targets here, because it's a lot of choppiness, this is just an undecisive moment for BTC. Are we going to finally have that severe drop? I think we're going to see potentially a pump before the drop. This is my take, just because I've seen that very similar fractal from February, March, and April. Now, the measured move from this channel breakout, okay, which is round about this area, because this has been a breakout, we came back in and then back out, is round about the $52,000. So in my opinion, you know, it is very, very possible to come and retest this major resistance and then have, you know, potentially that major drop to this range. This is very, very possible, guys. A very, very strong correction is very, very likely for BTC, especially if we do have that major run up. I might be risking a short position here if we do have that major pump. I don't think we are going to have any enough steam, okay, to break the 51,000 and go to 55, $56,000. I think September, you know, at least second quarter of September is going to be pretty bearish in my opinion, before we actually turn extremely bullish entering in October. This is my take. I think what is going to happen in the next coming weeks, okay. So no very short-term analysis, guys. This is what I'm expecting, okay. We did see potentially this descending broadening wedge or a descending channel, you know, depending on how you look at it. We have this low over here. If I connect it with this other low right there, then there is also potentially a channel. You've got a descending broadening wedge right over here, and you have a descending channel from this point, okay, bouncing between up and down. Now the measured move is very, very similar from the breakout, which was right over here. If you get the width of the channel, okay, or the broadening wedge from its last point of touch, it is very, very similar. So from the breakout here, you know, it is at about the $51,000, and this is so similar to what we have seen in April for BTC. I do expect maybe another drop down. Remember, we do still have this major support level. Okay, we did have a little bit of a fake out here, back up again. We have been supported around this range, so maybe a last drop here before seeing that major pump. This is my take. If we do lose this support range, okay, this resistance from this descending channel coming all the way down and losing this low right over here, which is $46,400, then eventually I think that this is going to be invalidated. I think, yeah, when we break this higher low structure, then I think, yeah, it is very, very likely that this is going to be heavy resistance and will continue to the downside, okay. So if we do break below the $46,400, I am not expecting any more, you know, that potential fractal to play out, okay. So this is a major level, the 46,500. I think 47,000 we should be holding around that range before getting a severe bounce. Now if we do have a massive red candle down, I think, yeah, we're not going to have any more power at least in the next coming weeks to come to the $51,000. I think it's going to be pretty bearish. We'll be entering an accumulation event, you know, in between $42,000 in my opinion in the next coming weeks. So yeah, this is my take on BTC. Let's take a look at Ethereum, because Ethereum in the immediate short term looks pretty bullish, okay, because only we are creating high lows right over there, as you can see. So this is pretty bullish. This means that the buying pressure is there, and we have a clear resistance in between 3,300 and 3,400 where we've been retesting it so many times. We had a potential fake out right over there. We retested it just right over here. This is just around about the $3,290. We failed on this attempt, so it looks like that we're kind of losing steam here, but we are retesting it every single time, creating these higher lows, as you can see on the chart. So in my opinion, as soon, we need to see a clear breakout from the $3,400, a nice green candle potentially hitting $3,500 range, then I'm going to be pretty confident that this major level is going to turn into support. We do not want to see fake outs. We do not want to see the price, just going above about $50, $100 and then coming straight back down. I want to see a couple of hundred breakout here, and with some very nice volume to give me some confidence. We saw hardly any volume here, as you can see on the chart. Now that would be my bullish case scenario, breaking here clearly with a nice volume, a couple of $100. Now the bearish one eventually would be losing this major support level, these high highs. If we do go below this low right over there, then eventually this is going to be some type of resistance. We could potentially do a small scalp here, bouncing as resistance, as you can see on the chart, potentially looking at least for the $2,900, which would be the next major support level. I think this range over here will be broken easily for the Ethereum price here in the immediate short term, especially after seeing these bearish divergence. I think we need to go to the oversold territory on the 4-hourly and the daily chart, in my opinion. So this is the bullish and bearish case scenario for Ethereum, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm not sure if I'll do a live stream afterwards, but I'll be definitely doing a few live streams during the week, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't checked out the Bitcoinsensus website, check it out, guys. We've got the latest news and technical analysis. We've got exchange reviews where you can find the best exchanges and the best bonuses. There's all sorts here. We've got guides on how to buy Bitcoin. Check it out, guys. Totally free information down below in the description. If you haven't seen my Prime XBT or Bybit tutorial to learn how to trade on those exchanges, video on the screen right now. I'll see you later.